Not gonna lie, my legs really want me to stop now. Probably got about another 15, 16k to go. Oh man, hilly 100k. Easy for some, impossible for others, and very challenging for me, I must say. Here's where we are. I wish I could show you the headwind as well. Good afternoon folks, hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to another little video, and welcome to what feels like the top of the world. We were on the Keighley Road and we've just done a big climb up out of Headland Bridge. Past the weird elephant mural, and that means just one thing: a big sweeping descent down into Oxenhope now. It's Bank Holiday Monday and this is one of my favourite rides. If you leave it a little bit late in the day, everybody's kind of got to where they're going and you get a few hours of really nice quiet riding. Well, that's the plan anyway. And we're not going further into West Yorkshire and heading to the Dales today. What we're going to do is get to around Haworth area and then we're going to veer off back towards Lancashire, towards Colne and Burnley, and just explore that area. It's not an area I've cycled on before, I don't think, and the target today is 100k and a hilly route. So yeah, come along for the ride and we'll see how we get on. Right, I need my hands back because we're picking up speed now. Look at that. Oh, wowzers, look at this. Hey, that's cheating with an engine, isn't it? Oh, big headwind here, it's just coming straight off the Irish Sea. I knew this was going to be one of the toughest sections. Pedaling like crazy and doing 14 miles an hour on the flat. It's a good workout. Oh. Looks like I've just missed a little downpour up here. The road's pretty wet. Whoa! Okay, if you know the area, we're just heading out from Laneshaw Bridge to Trawden, where I believe there's a cafe, and if there is, I'm 100% going to stop and grab a coffee. But yeah, we're just in absolutely stunning, beautiful rural Lancashire here. So it's just a whole kind of patchwork quilt of quiet lanes and farms and beautiful vistas. And as I've said many times before on innumerable videos, it takes a bit of effort getting out here on a bike, but it's so worth it. Wouldn't you agree, sheeps? Nah, yes. Sorry, I'll edit that out. Apparently the library has a shop. Fingers crossed they serve coffee. Well, the cafe was closed, but I managed to dive into this little place across the road, which is Trawden Forest Community Centre. library and shop, and what a delightful little place it was. So we've got coffee, we've got some parking in there, banana and a Fanta, happy days. And we're just sitting outside Jordan Arms pub. I hope they don't mind. You ever get that thing where you sit down and you just don't want to get back up? I used to take the piss out of my dad for doing that, but so I'm in my 50th year now. Still 49, by the way. But in my 50th year, I get that now. So nice to get out on the road bike today. It's been kind of off the road in inverted commas for nearly 2 months, and if you watched any of my previous videos, you know it took a bit of a battering and a clattering on one of the 50-mile rides when I was transporting it by train, and the derailleur's not really been right since, but I gave it a bit of a service a couple of days ago, and just manually kind of mould the derailleur back into alignment, and it's running really well again. So it's probably not textbook workshop procedure, but yeah, just gave it a real once over and cleaned everything up and adjusted everything, and yeah, I've got to say, after what, 2.5 years use, it's working as well now today on this ride as it did when I wheeled it out of the shop 2.5 years ago. I have been tempted recently to look at maybe upgrading and getting a different bike, but I kind of feel like I need a reason to, and that bike's just giving me no reason whatsoever to replace it. So I think for the time being it's going to be a keeper. And even the upgrading stuff, like when I did, I've done a couple of videos on my channel of an initial kind of review of the bike, and then I think sort of early in the year last year I did a kind of 15 months in catch up on, you know, thoughts on the bike, and got quite a few comments about the wheels, you know, not being particularly good, and I think wheels are a typical starting point for upgrading kind of a budget low-end road bike. But I've got to say, those wheels are fine. They don't go out of true. I think occasionally I might just tweak the odd spoke, and they've coped with 2.5 years of kind of northwest England riding, which is pretty crappy roads, you know, quite bad challenging road surfaces. I've got some Schwalbe Marathons on as tyres, and you know, maybe they're heavy, but as a rider that's north of 90 kilos, you know, I could do a lot myself to address the weight thing rather than spending more pounds on the bike. You know, they're not those amazing deep section aesthetic type wheels that you see on other bikes, so you know, they don't look great, but they do the job really, really well. And you know, the rear wheel doesn't have that amazing noisy hub that higher end road bikes have, you know, like a million crickets all going crazy. My rear wheel sounds like one cricket with a gammy leg just having a lie down. But yeah, I've got no reason to change it, so I think it's going to be my road bike for a good while yet.
Yeah, just talking about the bike again, you know, I didn't mention the rim brake setup that this bike has, which isn't very fashionable these days, but again, 2.5 years in, the wheels are spinning as freely as they ever did, and believe it or not, I'm still on the original brake blocks. which is a real indictment of the fact that I like to bomb down Pennine hills like this one coming up. Well, these miles out of Trawden, real energy sapping, really kind of sustained climbs, very quick descents, but not great road surface, so you've got to be really careful. And for me, very much sweating the contacts, very much at the business end of the ride in terms of will the legs hold out? Of course they will. I mean, it's never in doubt, is it? Yeah, here's where we are. Just crested the last little hill. We've got one more massive climb, I think, to get up onto the long causeway, which I'm actually really looking forward to, because I think from there we'll pick up, well, maybe not a favourable wind, but at least not a headwind. And yeah, we'll get some good views up there as well. Okay, we're around about the 65-70k mark here, and the climb getting up onto this long causeway, man, that's really finished my legs off, I think, for this ride. But I'm going to be sensible and pull in a second and chomp my remaining banana, which should give us a little boost to get back down into Calderdale. Absolutely stunning up here though. I never noticed that sign says ruggedly sophisticated. Yeah, okay. Stretching the boundaries a little bit there, Calderdale. Definitely rugged. That right there is why I bloody love cycling. Just slipping past the Bridestones there, up behind those trees. Some beautiful views from up there, especially around sunset. Okay, we're about 85k into the ride, back down in the Calder Valley on the trunk road, and probably about 10 or 11 miles to go for that big cup of tea. Got a bit of a second wind, so I wouldn't say I feel fresh by any stretch, but yeah, we'll definitely make it back in one piece. That's the main thing. Here's where we are. Just between Todmorden and Hebden Bridge and coming into Todmorden. About 5 minutes. The second win was quite short-lived, and just had a little stop in Walston for my last little mini chocolate bar and a drink, so I'm hoping that that'll kick in a few minutes and just get me up the last hill, well, 2 hills before I get home. Oh man, hilly 100k. Easy for some, impossible for others, and very challenging for me, I must say. Okay folks, we've just hit 99 kilometers and I've got a little bit of busy road riding now, so probably going to sign off here. Currently on 5,664 feet. I'm a little bit of a hill before I get home, but I don't think we'll get up to 6,000 feet. Nonetheless, it's been a really hilly 100k up here in the Pennines. I've really enjoyed it. Very much a roller coaster in terms of kind of energy levels, and that last little pit stop has done wonders, so I'm really feeling the benefits of a bit of sugar and a bit of orange juice that I picked up in Hebden Bridge. So yeah, thank you as ever so much for staying this far in the video. If you've made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate every single one of you that does that and follows along, and it would be great to have your company on future rides. Safe to say, take care, stay safe, and happy cycling. I'll see you out on the probably on the roads again for the next ride very soon. Bye for now.